Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Ashes Wednesday. You don't know this because you can't see from our perspective, but we're trying a new system on the stream where we delay somehow what we can see here on our monitor.
It's going to be really trippy, everybody.
And then when I say, like, the alternate art Maeoni that I'm going to be playing today, hopefully this card pops on the screen about when I'm saying it or right after, instead of we say it, then on our end, Bryce typically has to find the card, hit the button, make the card pop. We'll see if that works, and then if it's too awkward for us. Because there's things like when we show the top-down screen, we're like aligning our cards and stuff, we won't be able to see that. There's going to be a delay for a minute. So we'll have to go to that shot and then like wait, and line stuff up. It's very trippy.
We might have to get another monitor to come. Well, we really don't need this one. This one is just because the one I'm looking at right now is now 6 seconds behind, and it's probably the weirdest experience you can have as a person looking at your past self.
Because usually it's live, and it feels like you're looking in a mirror.
Yeah, which is nice.
Which is something you're used to.
Yeah.
But like when I'm, like now, if I look at that screen, it was me 6 seconds ago.
Yeah.
And who knows what I was doing.
That also means the chats that we're responding to will be 6 seconds delayed. So like once we see a chat and we start responding to it, there's going to be a slight delay.
That's right. Now, chat is going wild because they're saying it's working exceptionally well.
Okay, well that's good.
They want me to say massive growth and see if it pops at about the right time.
Okay, we'll see if it pops at the right time.
And if it does, leave us...
Now, sometimes it might pop a little bit early.
Like it's almost like preemptive.
Yeah, because like it's just...
Bryce knew we were going to say
It's just how much time it takes for it to pop up.
Yeah, so what that means, though, is that we're saying this all on the Ashes stream. Assuming we keep using the system, we won't tell everyone else. And they'll just think that, like... It's magic. At one point, we were testing this out, and someone thought that the system that popped the cards was listening to us.
Yeah.
And automatically doing it because it was so fast.
The system was listening to us. It was a human being.
Oxford was saying it actually popped before on that massive
Boom.
card.
There we go.
So, magic. But because, when you're watching, I don't really watch our streams back very often. And I can imagine... If it takes 5 or 6 seconds for it to show up after I said it, we may have moved on to the next thing, and then the card pops, you try to read it, and it's like this confusing thing.
We're pretty reckless streamers as it goes. Monk is flabbergasted. All right, well, hey, here we are. We're doing it. I guess at this point, I just really need to not look. I'll look into the camera more and less on the monitor.
Yeah, it's bothering.
Because it's strange, and I'm literally looking at myself doing things in the past, and that is the kind of thing that will drive you insane. So I have Impossible German's Ashes deck today. Now, Chaos Theory, I know you sent one over the Discord today, which I appreciate. But I'm
playing an Impossible German deck.
It's an Impossible German versus Impossible German, who only one will remain. That might actually make it a little more balanced because you have like you're removing a variable of the deck builder. It's the same quality deck builder. That has two ideas.
Obviously not the same quality of player though.
No, definitely not. Yeah. So as long as they're even, I feel really good about my odds here. But I saw, so I was like Echo, and this Echo deck is entirely different from what I was playing, which is probably a good sign.
Last week you said you were going to go away from Echo.
Yeah, so I said that, didn't I?
I just want to warn everyone that maybe saw the description or the social post today. Steven's still playing Echo, so sorry to let you down.
At least for now. Maybe I'll switch to Chaos Theory's deck here in a second. But I called on somebody to send a good Echo deck last week, I think, and Impossible German did it, and I want to actually play one with actual, like, this is what Echo looks like at high speed.
I'm into that.
Like an actual deck. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about something? Anybody got any questions?
Keep playing, man. Hey, a couple things that we need to cover. First things first. The next two expansions... that have Auric and Lulu in them. I don't know the names of the expansions. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting them. Are coming very soon. So if you aren't a subscriber and you want to get those through subscription, if you want to get those at or near release, now is the time to be signing up.
Check your address.
Verify your address. Make sure your subscription is active. Check it out. You can go to your account on our website. Great thing to do. Also related to that is we're about to end Season 2 of the League.
That's right.
And that means we're about to start Season 3 of the League. So if you want to participate in that, we will be charging for that probably later this week. And once we charge, you cannot join in the league. It's a 12-week league. As long as you play 8 of the 12 weeks, you get this awesome...
I think the Season 3 promos got in. Is it Cole? No, Cole was the other one.
It's the Fear of 1,000 Blades. It's Cole.
Cole? It's not Noah this time? No, it was last time? Yeah. Okay, it's Cole. We have the Cole. You have the Cole up? Yeah, we got Cole.
Yeah, there he is. So everyone that plays at least 8 of the 12 weeks on our Wednesday night Ashes Discord League is going to get this, plus a set of the Rosefire Dancer that's kind of themed after him.
So good. Those Rosefire Dancers are so good.
And it's super chill. That community is great. I've been having a great time playing it. Lots of varying skill levels, but everyone I've played has been really friendly about it, no matter if they're way better than me or if they're newer to the game, as an example. So check that out. We will be starting that league, and then once you don't sign up, you can't get in until the next league, which will be a while from now.
Oh, and here's the other thing too. The league is great. You should really join the league. I was gonna shout out somebody here who I saw in the Discord earlier.
Also, even if you don't join the league, Wednesday nights are a good time to hang out, talk Ashes. You can watch other games happening. You can even play. Lots of people head to one of the lower tables where there's not an official match and play games.
M. Sousey, shout to you. Just joined the league this morning on the Discord, or maybe yesterday. I think it was a day or two ago. Basically, I think Auxerador is one of the great promoters of the game, so thank you for that too. Said this league is really, really casual. People often ask if their opponents prefer a pre-con match or a constructed match, so no worries there. And an overhead camera is not even a must, just one aimed at your play area is good.
Yep.
Saying, I played someone holding their phone with one hand and playing with the other.
Oh my goodness, that would be so challenging.
So if you've ever said, it's too serious for me, or it's too much for me, or I don't know if I can do it, it's fine. It's totally fine. Just sign on up.
I bought a camera holder that sits on your desk that could hold a phone or webcam over the table. It was $10 or $15 on Amazon. So there's a lot of ways to do that. Some questions coming in. Mutton Chop wants to know, how are the holiday tokens coming?
They're all done. We're moving into production here in Tulsa.
We call them arcane tokens.
Yeah, arcane tokens. Yeah, we're doing a set of first player token. We did the old Christmas tree design a long time ago. I think with Ashes rebooting, this is one of my absolute favorite designs that we've ever done. Taking the first player token, which obviously you can see, this is pretty tree-like to begin with. Is this actually this isn't the one, is it? No, it's not the one.
No, that's the OG.
So turning this into an inspired Christmas tree kind of design, white with a sparkly green paint. And then we're also doing a bunch of status tokens because we know with time dice coming in, there's a lot more statuses being thrown around. And the one thing about the arcane set currently is some people say, well, there's two people using it in particular, sometimes we're short on status. So we want to give an opportunity for that to happen. So you get status tokens and that first player token. Also saw somebody was asking about Netrunner tokens as well.
Mm-hmm.
Those are happening, and those are fire this year. We pulled out some old designs that we had in the archive from 2015, some cyberpunk-inspired designs for the virus token and the power token. And then we also are running some click trackers to go along with those in some very cyberpunky color schemes. And we're doing a little cyberpunk, old school Netrunner set. The virus tokens are this skulls, and it has this little 8-bit feel. It's so
wild.
Good.
They're some of the more the crazier tokens we've ever done.
Yeah,
in a good way. They're stark. They're different.
They're very different. Yeah, they're very loud and kind of I'm not Tron, but that kind of old fashioned fluorescent
fluorescent
90s
the way,
cyberpunk.
Even when you see Blade Runner, they have the fluorescent lighting a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's that vibe.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Daniel asking, why no Marvel Monday? So
we hate Marvel Champions.
I've sold all my cards. Never playing it again. Just kidding.
It's the past 18 Mondays. Whenever everyone's why no Arkham?
Yeah.
And now you do Arkham, and everyone's why no Marvel?
Yeah. So for a while,
amazing?
We were doing a rotation between Arkham and Champions on Mondays. And then we stopped doing Arkham because the card images stopped being available. So that it was really hard for us to pop cards. Like this Untitled Maeoni that we're going to pop on the screen. And then... it's too good. I just hear the...
I think that delay only needs to be about 3 seconds. Yeah. I think Bryce is moving.
Quick draw.
You are also in the studio today, which helps make it faster.
Yeah. Anyways, so we were able to get those thanks to Stopless. Shout out to you if you're out there.
Stopless.
And so now we're back to rotation. So we will do Marvel this coming Monday. We have the new War Machine pack. And then probably Arkham the week after that, and so on and so forth until something changes.
Or we could do a split screen where I'm soloing Marvel and you're soloing Arkham. Well, and then we could hit both audiences. We'd get twice the viewers.
We get 2 studios. And we can do 30 minutes back and forth. So I play 30 minutes of solo, and then it switches to...
we run over to the other studio and play Marvel for 30 minutes. And then... Actually, no, we could design a weird triathlon where you like play a scenario of Arkham and then run to the next table and play a scenario of Marvel and then run to the next table, play a Flesh and Blood head-to-head.
That'd be a wild
and then
setup.
One broadcast.
Brett saying, I'm going to jump in on the Why No train and ask why no Sky Terrors on Wednesdays lately.
Coming in next Wednesday, right?
It's on the schedule.
I think it's on the schedule for next Wednesday. We've got
we just charged for the next expansion.
The new Sky Terror expansions are on the way. We're going to be checking those out. I think we'll have some production copies of those here soon. Also want to check out the new solo mode, which would be solid to see what the new rules are with that. It's kind of funny, like they're doing the revisiting the solo mode, and it's like, great. That's exactly what a lot of people would find productive in their Sky Terror world, because it's still difficult to get together and play. I mean, it's not like we're back in the old times.
Yeah,
it's tough,
and
still got models to paint too.
It's cool to see them supporting that, especially because we know the Sky Terror Horde co-op mode is coming, which is a whole new game.
I literally stopped myself from saying that because I wasn't sure if it had been announced yet.
Well, if it hasn't, it has now. No, they've said their Kickstarter's coming.
I think they absolutely have, right?
Yeah, they're very open.
I was very cautious.
Like nervous about saying it.
I was like,
But also, they've been really supporting their heads-up competitive organized play. The World Championship's coming up. I know they've been doing qualifiers basically every month. So it's very smart to not just fully be only doing one single thing and to support other ways to use the game. I think the MOBA mode and the solo mode to me add so much value to that ecosystem.
Yeah, that's the new normal for games, isn't it? You kind of have to have all these various modes where an audience can engage with it in different ways.
It's like that GIF, why not both?
Why not both? That's right.
Let's see.
This deck that Impossible Germans put together has all of the cards we're used to seeing.
You mean all the ones that you're always like, oh, you just play the good cards, I see.
Yes. Fester, Crescendo.
Same deck builder.
Bloodchains. But we got Turtle Guard in there, so I'm excited about it.
That is going to be a cool list.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Anything else before we dive in here? You have anything? Anyone out there?
We're going to record a podcast tomorrow on nostalgia. Anybody hip to this Nostalgics game? There's a couple of these TCGs on Kickstarter that are doing crazy money and doing the whole 0 edition, first edition thing.
Yep.
And then everybody's talking about NFTs.
Well, some people are.
With both of the games I saw in our general chat on our Discord, which you all should join. It was a hoot in there this morning.
Dude, those emojis with our faces on them showed up, which was bizarre. The water bottle is my favorite.
Yeah, just the analogy.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh. Remember.
One way to pay for a driveway is to get that Nalgene sponsorship. $10,000 per mention on the stream.
You'd have a driveway and a couple mentions.
I'd have 4 mentions precisely.
If you're sitting out there and you're drinking a soda or, a nice fine
slap
cocktail,
it out of your own hand.
Just remember, water's important.
That's right. Just so much, all that sugar in there. Water doesn't have any sugar. Did you guys know that?
It can.
0 grams. No added.
0 G's?
That's right. No added sugars. Yeah, I went to the doctor yesterday.
Good, I think.
Not for anything in particular, but just, just touching base. It's actually relevant. I assume you're okay talking about it, but we were able to add primary care, like health care, as a benefit for employees here. As such, I'm an employee. So I hadn't been to a doctor in like 20 years. Think about that. Have you? Because my experience with health, just get into it.
All right, here we go.
My experience with health was, up through high school, my folks had health insurance and whatnot. And then I went to college, and I can't remember. I think it was extended to 25, but I missed the boat on applying to still be on your parents' insurance up to that age. So I was essentially cut loose when I went to college and hadn't had insurance since about a month ago.
YOLO.
Yeah, and I was fortunate that didn't completely wreck me.
Let's be clear, the insurance system is hot garbage.
I can't believe, it's only a matter of time before it collapses in one direction or another. It will do one of those. It will go either single payer or it will go completely free market, we're seeing glimpses of both. Like the DPC model and those kinds of things is very fascinating. Direct primary care is what that means. Anyway, so I was at this DPC clinic where you have one doctor who you can reach at any time and you pay a monthly fee. It's like a subscription model. And they're available basically 24/7 and they will see you at any time and they only have 500 patients total. And so time is of no importance. And so I talked to my doctor for an hour.
You mean the doctor can just do their job?
I talked to my doctor for an hour just about what I'm eating, what my day-to-day activity is, and I was like, well, I haven't done this in forever. Yeah. And what I found out is, there's a lot of things you can test to find out what's going on. And it's like vitamin D is a common thing that people are missing now. And she was explaining a lot of it has to do with you have to get the right amount of vitamin D, but then you also have to activate it generally through the sun, the way the human body works, but like plants, And what they're finding is that a lot of folks are getting sufficient levels of vitamin D through multivitamin or through food, but that they're waking up early, they're going from their garage in their car to a covered parking garage, wherein they go into an office, stare into a computer all day, get out at dark, and go home, and they're literally just not getting any sun. And so they have all this vitamin D that is not getting activated, and they're tired all the time and all these kinds of problems, so you can get tested for that. It's a $10 test.
I'm going to be honest. I don't see much sun. Oh man!
So it's something to look out for,
I wake up early. I do enjoy watching, like having coffee while the sun's rising, but that's not a whole lot of. That's like the least amount of sun.
Do you take your shirt off at least when you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Just sitting in my living room. But no.
I thought it was out on your back porch, just totally born to the world, drinking your coffee.
That would actually be hilarious.
I usually take a morning walk.
You live on the country.
On the property. It's phenomenal. Yeah. So I feel okay about it.
And you also have like a decently long drive.
Yes.
So
I sure do.
You're just in this, at least during the
Windows
morning,
open,
I'm sure you're in the sun at that point, right?
Yeah. Hopefully I get enough. We'll see.
But that's also why I'm hopeful in our 3.0 that we have some lots of natural light.
Yeah, we need to be activating all of our customers.
And lots of places in which we could work where we might be outside.
Yeah, wouldn't that be sick?
Yeah.
I would love that.
Although Oklahoma's weather is not, we get a couple months where we can do that throughout the year.
That's why you don't see like the patios nearly as much, because it's like, for 2 months, this is okay. And then for the rest of it, it's like impossible.
Joe Solo, you just described my life. Yeah, so the thing is, outside that, I also, if you can't tell from my complexion, I burn really easily. Mm-hmm. So like even just going on like some of our car trips, like 3 or 4 hours.
You get that driving, left arm burn, yeah?
I'm getting like burnt. And like I don't really tan easy either. I have to get consistently like 1 to 2 hours of sun every day to even think about tanning. Yeah. Otherwise it's just, I burn. I crisp.
Yeah, me too.
It's tough for me.
Yeah, well, here's the other thing. You're supposed to be wearing sunscreen, apparently, all the time.
Yeah.
But it's not even really a conceivable option. Am I going to slather myself in sunscreen every morning?
No.
I'm not. Should I be? I probably should be, but like, man, think about 10 minutes of just lotion time.
In the end, you're healthier and your skin is better for longer as you age.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'm losing 10 minutes a day.
And you smell like the beach.
Yeah. Well, you can get scentless. So,
is anything truly scentless, though?
No. As you're aware, I occasionally go golfing.
Now.
That's where I get the most, vitamin D. But literally
my vitamin D and my vitamin G.
Every time vitamin golf. Every time I come home, because we usually go early, like 7:30 or 8 in the morning on a Saturday. Finish around noon 30, right? But then I'll get home and I'll have a little bit of crisp going. I'll be red.
Yeah.
Because I've been out in the sun.
You get aloe vera that?
Well, every time I get home, my wife sees it and she's like, "Did you put sunscreen on?" It's like, no.
Well, yeah.
No chance.
And the risks are there, right? The risks are serious.
Absolutely.
So you really gotta weigh it. Really. But there's risks everywhere. So you just have to say, what's it worth? What's the time worth, etc. I think everybody has the right to make that decision, but like, I just haven't been able to bring myself to it yet.
Benjamin Dodd is apparently saying there's a lot of moisturizers now that include sunscreen.
Okay. I guess I should be moisturizing myself as well.
Yes, you should.
Well, at a certain point, we just need to get so rich that we don't have to worry about the time we're spending on things. Isn't that really what it comes down to?
It's insane, actually.
Being able to effectively do all the things you're supposed to do is about a 12-hour-a-day project.
Yeah.
So if you have to work...
Here in America, you got to pay so much for insurance.
Or I got to work so much that I can... Or I got recreation. You got to...
When are you supposed to work out?
You basically can't have a job if you're going to take care of yourself well.
Yeah.
Freaking reality, the human experience. Anyway.
PokeFan, I'm saying listen to your wife. Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is when I wake up at 7 a.m. on a Saturday to go golfing, you know I'm not thinking about?
Sunscreen. You're thinking about birdies.
At 12, that's right. At 12:30 p.m., when I'm feeling a little, my skin's a little tender, I am like, I probably should put sunscreen on.
Yeah.
But then at that point, asking me if I put sunscreen on is just frustrating.
Yeah.
It's like, of course I didn't. Have you seen me?
You should get SPF 0.
Well, what's my skin for if not to protect me from the sun?
Yeah, that's right. That's why I dress in this bag of bones.
But I will say, every time I go, I stay hydrated. I drink a lot of water.
And that's another thing you have to do, right?
I do drink a lot of water.
You take a multivitamin? You're supposed to take a multivitamin as well. Do you take a multivitamin?
Yeah,
do you get your probiotics?
Absolutely.
Do you?
And my
you get all your vitamins and minerals?
Fiber.
You got to get your fiber, of course.
But literally, there's so many things. Like, by the time you do everything that's recommended...
And you don't eat...
It's 4 PM.
Yeah.
I can't take everything, eat everything, prepare everything, work out, shower.
You got a meal plan for the week. You got to cook all your meals. You got to make it easy, It's like a Seinfeld episode, I swear.
And then, worse yet, you never know what's going to get you. So, who knows how long you have? Am I going to really spend that much time to maybe have a better time when I'm 70?
Maybe. And then what if your car, and then you've got to get all your oil changed constantly, and you've got to get those checkups going on. And then for me, I've got to make sure the well house is getting, getting processed and checked up every now and again. I got to get the septic tank pumped. I got to keep it full of chlorine, I've got all this as your wood. Now you got to seal your wood once or twice a year.
What are you doing?
Heaven forbid you have a deck. How do you do all of this stuff?
And meantime, we got to stream 3 or 4 hours a day.
I'm trying to work. I'm trying to make a good living for myself.
I'm over here trying to win a Fab World Championship. Where am I supposed to find time for all this healthy stuff?
I got to play cards 5 hours a day. Anyway, you want to get into this?
Anyways, maybe we could cut out the 30 minutes of rambling every day from the stream and find time to moisturize.
Yeah, maybe. Or we could start moisturizing pre-stream.
Maybe
right now during this segment, I could be talking to you and also moisturizing.
It is efficient.
We're trying to set a good example here.
I will say you did something the other day that was both funny and relevant to this conversation and maybe helpful.
Shave while I was talking.
We were in the middle of a meeting. Did I tell you about Coach Cooper in high school?
He would shave in class?
No, we're at basketball. I remember the first time I'm sitting on the bench because we're scrimmaging, and all of a sudden I just hear bzzz.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of basketball practice over on the bench. He's just
shaving it. Yeah.
Anyways, what you did in a meeting the other day we were having is suddenly out of your bag you pulled this big green pill.
Oh yeah. And
then you were just mid conversation taking this pill. I was like, "What's happening?" I put my vitamins here. But when I see them, I take them. It's it's better than not taking them.
It's the only way. The one thing I'll run into every day is my computer. So if you put your things there, then you'll see them when you're running into your daily thing. But if I don't open my computer for the day, I don't take my vitamins, but I assume that's a fine trade.
Dysphoria says, I smell another sponsorship.
Hey, we should just be selling multivitamins and moisturizer.
Now, Monk, I do remember Monk doing this when he's here for a Destiny event. Every hour on the hour, he's doing push-ups.
Really?
He'd go outside, he'd do, I don't know how many, him and his wife are doing this challenge. So it'd be in 3 minutes, it'd be push-up time. Let's go.
How do you add that? And you got to add that to the regimen? My gosh.
I think he just has a notice that happens every hour.
Yeah. You need to find ways to combine all of these things.
Before long, we're just going to be working out on stream.
If a pill could give us muscles and moisturize our skin and give us multivitamins, now we're talking.
I'm going to be honest. I'm a little bit counting on exactly that, which is technology solving whatever problem I don't prevent.
Yeah, but what about the people 50 years ago who said the same thing?
They're gone. I don't care anyway.
Well, they weren't right, is what I mean. So who's to say you're going to be right?
I don't think I will.
We went from horses to cars, and it's this is going well.
I'm doing as much prevention as I can. I'm trying.
As much prevention as you're willing to do.
That's right.
Not as much as you can. Because you could not play Fab for 2 hours a day, and you could moisturize all of the time. It's true.
Every morning for an hour or two, I could be moisturizing and working out and doing whatever. Mm-hmm. Or I could be playing Fab.
Priorities. Next time you get on a game with Brendan, just start moisturizing on the stream, on the camera.
If there was a way to work out while that was happening, it'd be great.
You could at least get a treadmill and then a little table in front of you. You're walking as you're we could do it here, honestly. We could have one of those little bikes underneath the thing and we're just going.
Like
this?
Dude, we should have standing, and actually it's just a treadmill. We'll just be walking while we're playing. And then you just hear duh. I know we're way off. It's crazy how just wild the stream is today, but here we are.
It's because we're 6 seconds behind.
That's where it all started.
That's right.
6 seconds ago.
6 seconds in the future, we're playing Ashes.
Always. It's like free beer tomorrow. Anyways, my brother Daniel used to call me when he lived in California. And it would be like 5 or 10 minutes into the call before I'd really notice a faint.
Yeah. He was a super marathoner though, right? Ultra marathoner?
Yeah. And then I'd be like, are you running? He's like, oh yeah, I'm going up the side of a mountain right now. It's like, what? Anyways, he'd go on like 30-mile runs. And he'd just talk to people while he was running.
That's a pretty cool thing to do.
He was in shape enough that you just couldn't tell. He was like breathing heavy, right?
That's really amazing.
It's like...
He was also that kind of marathoner that was like okay having his toenails fall off.
Super marathoners is going to happen.
That's where I check out of that process. It's like I think we're running a little too long at that point, right? It's like my toenails are falling off. I don't think this is intended. It's not the way the system's supposed to work.
Yeah. Anyways, you ready to play Ashes?
Yeah. Okay. Let me see what I'm supposed to be running for my first 5.
Can you give me the top down so the delay happens slow enough that I can put the cards in the right place eventually?
Yeah. All right, it's coming in.
Just a reminder.
Give me a second.
Any turned around cards?
Are salamander monks?
No, they're actually raptor herders.
Really? But you don't have those either?
What?
Oh, they're at home.
Yeah, you got it.
Gosh,
dude,
You're like the kid that forgets their homework.
Can you hand me those dice boards? My Maeoni placement was almost spot on.
Very good. Okay, here's what Impossible German says. The first 5 is flexible, most common. Salamander, Lightbringer, Turtle. Grave Knight, Sonic Swordsman. That's like a lot of beef. Okay, we've got 1 Grave Knight, but we can recur. Don't forget we can recur. Depending on your opponent, if you're going first, dropping Grave Knight down and threatening to send 4 to face can be the right move. If not, you'll want to meditate up to Time Power and get down the Lightbringer book. What does the Time Power do? Status token?
Add or remove a status token, I think.
The deck is Aggressive Bypass is what we call this. Aggressive Bypass.
You gonna hypnotize me?
It winning depends entirely on a few critical things. You must make sure your knights survive. Why didn't I think of that? And failing that, you've got to go get them out of the discard pile with ceremony. You must time Lightbringer well to secure an advantageous swing. You must win fast. The long game is not in your favor because you meditate a lot. Not meditating your Chaos Gravities can be the difference between winning and losing. Well, that doesn't seem good.
Helpful advice.
As you play, the lines will become apparent. So that's reassuring.
At least good.
Crescendo, Sonic Swordsman, Lightbringer, Gravity Flux. These are your bread and butter. Wait, what's Gravity Flux? That's Echo's ability, right? Yeah, Gravity Flux. Meant to open up large swing windows for you. Balance your timing well and you'll come away feeling like you were in control most of the way. That's the goal. Have fun. Okay.
No, never. Hold on, I gotta find my first 5, make sure they're right.
Okay. And then it's for the Turtle Guard, is for the time. What are the time die? What is the Turtle Guard up to? Oh, I need to go get my turtle. Have the turtle, the Lightbringer, the Salamander Monk. Okay. Turtle Guard, here we go. I'm glad we get to play some of these new Jericho cards.
That's right. Also important to note that the replacements for those cards will be sent with the subscriptions. And then anyone that bought that separately from us since then will be getting some replacements as well. So stay tuned for that.
We take care of you. We'll take care of you.
People asking about the dice boards. Did anyone comment?
About what?
It was like if you would buy dice boards if we made them.
A few people did.
Leave a comment.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was a live people that were commenting, and there was the post.
It didn't make an impact on me. I'll tell you that.
Don't know if the dice boards are coming.
But that's hardly an indicator of whether we should do it or not. I mean, it's not exactly rocket science, right? It's 2 rows and then a little bit of design.
But I know how these things go.
Yeah, it's the production of them that's hard. It's not the design. Especially right now, like anything. If you're producing anything right now, it is not good.
Although, I read an article last night.
Resins and
the number of boats waiting by ports on the West Coast in the U.S. to get in, has gone down like 36% in the past 2 months.
Is that because they're not coming over?
I think it's because they're processing them faster.
Okay, good. All right.
Which is good.
Maybe
that
we'll
drain needs to get unclogged.
See our way out of this.
Yeah, I might put a Discord post with a, thumbs up for you'd probably buy it, thumbs down for you definitely wouldn't buy it. You ever seen that?
I have seen that, but again, is it reliable data? Oh,
absolutely.
There's so many things.
1 thumbs up is a committed purchase, guaranteed.
We could just pre-order them, ship them in 8 months. Let's just run a Kickstarter.
Okay, for the Ashes dice board.
Run a Kickstarter, 20 grand.
Nope.
If we get 20 grand, we'll make them. No? There's nearly 2,000 Ashes players on this sub.
That's right, but if we're gonna make them, we just have to have the confidence that they'll work.
But why do that when we can do what every other gaming company does and just not take risk?
It's so complicated.
I don't understand.
It's just,
Just don't take risk. Why would we ever do it willingly if we could not do it? Duh. Didn't you go to business school?
Mutton Chop says, why don't you do a PDP for the boards?
Mutton Chop made these boards.
Yeah.
If anyone should be selling them, he should be selling them.
Look at that. The PDP logo popping. Player-driven production, for those that don't know. It's how Ashes was reborn.
Yeah, it's you. It's all of you.
Correct.
You're the players in that.
Your board is so aggressive. It's past the middle line.
Well, yeah, it's the only reference point I had to line them up. Why are you so far back, though?
I start here in my corner. You see? Because then this goes here.
Oh, right. That makes sense. See, I'm okay with things that make sense.
So your board is still like past the middle point.
Well, here, why don't you put your little princess token in the middle there? And then
princess token? That's offensive. What are you trying to say?
Well, Disney princesses. Is there any new Disney movies like of that vein that have come out recently?
Always.
I think I'm just out of touch.
They
Obviously, it's
the other day.
Not exactly my demo anymore.
No?
I haven't even been to Disney World.
Me neither, but I have been to Disneyland.
Or Land. I haven't been in any of them. My Disney is only in movie form so far. All right, yeah, this
fair.
Is okay. Give him a 5.
Alex wants to know how is convincing me of Game Grula going.
I don't think you spell. Hold on. Here's how I think you spell it.
Game Grula.
Here's I think. It's got to be like that.
Also,
GAMEGRI-LA, like Shangri-La. That's how. Does it say it's from you?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I don't
no
know.
idea.
Yeah, no
it's
idea.
like those meta tags on the Discord links.
Does that mean I have the NFT to it now?
Yeah,
you own the NFT.
You have the non-fungible screen name.
I didn't mention earlier, you were talking about Nostalgics, the TCG on Kickstarter. There's multiple now. And we'll talk more about this on the podcast this week. But I'm
just an old man now.
I was shocked at actually how much it was basically just riff on Pokemon.
It's just Pokemon.
But more importantly,
it's just Pokemon.
Prediction. This is where you clip this out later. We have a lot of those. One day we're going to hire someone to basically go comb through old videos and say, anything we predicted accurately, cut it as a clip and upload it to social. Let's go. No, but really, I think we're entering the second age of the CCG boom because of what happened in the past 2 years in the market. And I predict there will be a lot more CCGs coming. And in 2 years, there will be a lot of 1 to 3 set CCGs that came out, went away, never.
But you own the first edition of them, baby.
That's right.
You paid that on Kickstarter.
To be fair, a lot of those old games that we've been throwing back to are now worth weird amounts of money.
Yeah.
Even though they only had 4 sets.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
But you know what we've also found is like most of the games that are in that category were also really good games.
Important.
I'm not convinced that the current boom is full of really good games.
And a lot of those games were based on IPs that people still find nostalgic.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many basics?
1.
Really?
Yeah. Look at you. You only had 3.
3. It's my lucky number.
That classic movie, Lucky Number 3.
I said it was my lucky number, not the world's lucky number, you see. I'm going to start doing stuff just to...
Lucky Number 7, is that what it is?
Yeah, for some reason.
Okay. So we got a new deck, and I'm going to follow the directions as best I remember them. I'm supposed to have to meditate up, and play this thing. All right, let's look at our first 5, though. We need... And see, we also got to get a turtle. We've got to meditate like crazy here. So that's what Impossible German's saying. If you meditate your chaos gravities away, you basically might lose. So what am I going to... I mean, I can't control that. I'm going to do it.
Just YOLO, don't miss.
YOLO, don't miss. Okay, I think it's probably best to pull from that.
Is that domain open? Game Grid Law?
Yeah. No, nobody's touched that name.
Really?
Not even. Nobody's. No, I looked it up online, and
I'm
like,
a little shocked.
Not
Someone
even
doesn't own that domain.
It wasn't even a blog post about like, hey, my idea. It was not. It was like, we don't even understand what you're saying. You're a crazy person.
It is rare that you can find something that is so untouched, but yet so brilliant.
That's what you pay me for, you know?
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'm going to meditate twice. Sonic Swordsman and Blood Chains.
Hold on. I rolled more basics. I get a pick. Who goes first?
Okay.
Now that you said it. Whoa.
I didn't... Can I not respond, or... I assumed I was going to go first. You always do that. It's always you first. Me first. Gimmies. Okay. Sonic Swordsman and Blood Chains. Meditated?
You didn't meditate away whatever it is you cared about.
Not yet. This will go up, and this will go up.
I like seeing that turtle.
Turn this up. All right, we're going to threaten Grave Knight punch to the face. 1, 2. I need 1 music, 2 music. So I can safely lose a music. 1 music, 2 music, red music, blue music. Done. Grave Knight coming at you.
All right. Over to me.
Yeah. Anki asking, how's this game? Never seen it before. What's up, Anki? Glad to have you in the chat again. This is called Ashes, Rise of the Phoenixborn. It came out in 2015. It had a good run, and then the publisher got bought out a couple of times, and it changed a bunch of hands, and it just essentially folded under the pressure of all of those things that were happening on the business side. And then we have always loved it. We got a chance to talk with the publisher of the game at the time. Recently got independent and kind of back in his own studio, and we started talking about maybe bringing this game back. It worked with the help of thousands of people out there through a model we're calling the player-driven production system, the first of its kind. We basically said, hey, if enough people are subscribed to receive expansions for this game, the game will be reprinted and it will continue to release expansions as long as that remains true. So as long as enough people are buying/playing it, it will continue to be expanded upon.
You want to add our faces to the screen?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a delay. I was really cheesy smiling for when it first showed up,
there.
and then it didn't show up.
Well, it'll still read that, though.
Yeah, but it'll be a long cheesy smile.
Yeah,
Awkward.
See, there it is. And now we're laughing at it.
All right, I played Summon Gilder, of course. Wrong card. That's not what I want to do at all. Sorry. I don't have that in hand. Don't worry about it. I'm going to play Summon Salamander Monk. Your favorite mine. Then I'm going to meditate. We're going to go...
Ooh, always that molten gold, it feels like.
Up to a snake. And
I think it is probably the most beautiful, just objectively beautiful card game that has hit market so far.
And then over to you.
All right, I'm going to swing for 4.
Take it.
I'm following my directions. And then let's play Summon Salamander.
Okay. We're going to play a...
Aaron Clark asking, the Arkham sub that's shipping soon, that includes both Investigator and Story cards. I believe this is just the player expansion, right?
The one... You're going to get me riled up. The one that's coming out this week, should be shipping today, is the player cards.
Okay.
Then 2 issues. I'm going to go off again on this on the next Arkham stream. But they recently added the campaign expansion, which is coming out 2 weeks from now.
They put them out. They put them out 2 weeks apart rather than shipping it all together.
And best part of this,
why in the world would you ever do that?
They didn't even tell us about the second one. until like just now. They gave us the December release schedule, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. They're like, actually, surprise, here's the campaign expansion 2 weeks after this other thing. So like the reason that's so frustrating, if it's not immediately obvious, is that we are shipping 2 separate shipments to customers. They're paying shipping twice for no reason.
For absolutely no reason. And we're getting 2 separate shipments for no reason. Where now there's 1 truck coming with the player expansion and 1 truck coming with the campaign expansion.
So wasteful.
They're paying shipping or we're paying shipping twice.
Yeah. So that they could release the player cards 2 weeks early.
This is stupid.
Yeah.
This is stupidity.
Aaron, they're not different subs. So originally when they announced them, the way they framed it was they were going to come out together. And we list the sub. We'll ship these together if they're coming out at the same time. Otherwise, we'll ship stuff as they come out. It's one thing if they were like, we want to get the player cards out because the campaign's not going to be here for 2 more months.
Right.
But 2 weeks is...
This is the kind of logistical non-thinking that happens so often.
Yeah.
And I would love to know why.
Which is why, like with the PDF model in Ashes...
Oh, what did I do? I can't play this after that.
We solved a ton of problems.
Yeah.
And we're able to solve our problems. Even the reality that 2 decks are shipping at the same time was partly because of our desire to cut down on the number of shipments that are happening. Like, because, you can imagine LCG style... It's like 1 new deck coming out every 2 months or 2 every 4 months. Which one's better? It's like, it's nice to have like a consistent, new stuff coming out. But the logistical hurdle of making it 2 things is big.
It's disgusting.
Anyways.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
It is 1 sub, Aaron. But if they release
4,
separately,
5.
we'll charge and ship separately.
Oh, I can play this. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. So I just swing a Grave Knight and then pass my side action.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so what's my concern? You sent on something?
Yeah, Aaron, you signed up for the right one. There's only 1 sub. We just changed the price depending on whether it's player or campaign or both coming out. Because now if they're within 2 weeks, the next cycle, it might just be both coming out at the same time because, they thought about it for a second.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a stuffed warehouse or something. It's probably stupid stuff like that.
I don't like it.
Or it's just get it out. As soon as it can get out, get it out. Forget the cost and the efficiency and the problems that it causes down the chain. Just get it out. We'll get our money.
Play Summon Silver Snake.
Okay. Just more stuff.
Unfortunately, Mutton Chop, we've already charged for the player cards and we've already packed up, and those are like prepare for shipment. So if we had but known, I don't know that we would have made this choice, but if we had known they were only 2 weeks apart, we could have made the decision to charge and ship together. But we can't even make that choice.
I'm going to play Summon Turtle Guard. It cost me a main and a side and a basic. And then it cost me a main and a side and a turtle to put a Turtle Guard on the battlefield.
Yeah. Expensive to get going, but once you get going, those are really efficient units.
It cannot attack. It does have unit guard. And when it's exhausted, you prevent all damage dealt to that unit.
All right. Mine?
Yeah. Yeah, Auxiliary, yeah. So a lot of the Ashes expansions were double decks, but going into the new release model and how we wanted to do it, it was like, let's keep doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's really helpful.
I'm going to meditate.
Having them as single decks is not right.
Into a frog. And I'm going to summon a Silver Snake.
Okay.
Totally Random Studios saying the art in this game is really beautiful. It really is. One of the best looking games of all time.
Is, yeah.
So my mom and I have switched from Marvel to Lord of the Rings LCG, and every time a Magali card comes up, we're like,
yeah, she's like easily one of the best artists.
Yeah, let's play Summon Lightbringer there. I feel like I probably should have done that last turn. It keeps the Silver Snake probably off the board, which is interesting.
It definitely makes me take a different line.
Mm-hmm. You got to play the Monk, which is, I guess, we'll probably end up in the same spot, maybe.
I'm gonna play a Frostfang.
Ye old Frostfang.
And then I'm going to take a side action. Let me do my math. So I need you. Don't pay attention to this.
Okay, I won't. Frostfang is a better unit.
It's so good. We'll use Maeoni's ability. Paying 2 basics. To do this 3 damage to the Grave Knight. Giving the old snaky snake a token. That was so I want to do that way earlier because I'm afraid of the thing you do where it exhausts and move exhaust and all that stuff.
Yeah, the Chaos Gravity.
But I also wanted the snake out before. Last the game I didn't do that. And I was like, oh, I could have gotten 1 or 2 more things on the snake. But it took time, so that could have gone poorly. Oxidor agrees. He's saying what I've been saying forever. He says, we need a small Bryce window for future streams.
100%. I mean, I think it's obvious.
Yeah. Be prepared, Bryce. The day is coming. The day is coming.
All right, let's go Turtle.
All right, let me look at this guy. Been a real Ninja Turtle mood lately.
He's just a blocker with unit guard, and he doesn't take damage whenever he's exhausted.
Very cool. That's a Beaverton. All right. I'm going to play the Summon Gilder spell.
Yeah, it's totally Shuffle Bus. I was just following the instructions on the sheet. Obviously, it's my first time playing the deck, so you got to do it a few times before you see anything.
You did get 4 damage.
Yeah, I think that the goal of the deck is supposed to be like a rushy style, get the damage in when you can situation. But I didn't build it, so I don't know what it's supposed to do, really.
Anki asking, what's a Bryce window? So Bryce is the name of the chap who's pulling up the card images as we say them. So like when I say summon Salamander Monk, and that shows up on screen, you can thank Bryce for making that happen typically. Bryce window would be when he said something like earlier, we can like hit a button and he shows up on screen. Kind of like a side character on a night. What do you call those shows every night?
Sitcoms?
No, it's like Jon Stewart. What are those kind of shows?
Yeah, those shows.
David Letterman.
Yeah, late shows.
There's like a category of shows.
Talk
right?
shows?
Talk shows. There it is.
Yeah.
Oof. Could not make it happen in my brain.
You ever heard of talk shows?
We have the Taco Talk Show.
Let's do...
Chat delay is fun too because we figure out the answer and then they start hearing it.
Let's do Sonic Swordsman here.
Hello.
Hello, mother. No, this is exhausting.
You've got the beef.
Yeah, they play the beef in the real world. Let's see how much removal you got.
Not enough. Let's summon a Gilder. We'll do a damage to your swordsman.
Sure looks like a setup for Crescendo, doesn't it? Let's do...
I don't understand what you're talking about.
That's exactly what it is. Ergo...
Board looks great though.
Isn't it always?
You really do though.
Really, I guess it's, yeah. That probably makes the most sense. I think I need to bail with this unit now before the crescendo. It's too much. You crescendo the turtle for 3. Crescendo's good.
Good card, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I think that's right.
Anki, I have not tried the new Digimon card game. Another CCG. We're drowning in them.
Yeah.
Something about a Hero Academy.
My Hero Academia or whatever. I think it's an anime.
Chrono something.
Chrono Blast.
But I think Dragon Ball Super is still somewhere. The Mr. Telespectador. How often do you guys play away from live streaming? Ash is currently I play in the league nights on Wednesday nights, and that's about it. We play a lot of games during the week. But right now I'm also playing a lot of Fab all the time. Getting those reps in.
This is a good question on where to put that. If you put on the Gilder, that's kind of interesting. Unless you can, I mean, the other thing, you can just attack the Gilder here. Then you put on the Frostfang. Here you trade a Frostfang for a Swordsman. That's not good. You probably do that. Manny probably steps in either way. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it here. I've got so many tools to deal with this that are not in my first 5. I don't want to waste a 3 die for a 2. That's called tempo where I come from. All right, let's attack the Gilder.
And if you store that, you get to exhaust something.
That's right. This doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, well,
if that's the play, then the Gilder. It was like, I don't want the unit guard. It's like, I'll just attack the unit guard.
Yeah, you should not do that. One card in.
1 card.
I'll block it with Maeoni.
Yeah.
Is it right? Don't know. Here we are.
Here we are indeed. Sad action, I'll pass.
Alright. The thing that does all the exhaustion stuff is 3 dice, right?
It's 2.
Ooh-wee. Hot diggity dang. Dang.
Oh.
Oh, so good, honestly. So good.
Now that's what I call ashes.
There's some weird lines here. So, like, part of me wants to snake your turtle.
Mm-hmm. And then Frostfanging.
And then Frostfang. Because, you know, that's a play.
Because, you know, just something I could do.
The other thing is I could just swing with the Frostfang and then you can turtle him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine, ultimately. But
I trade 1 die for 2 every day.
I don't want to lose a die. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Right, consensus, any idea when Gornrock and Messengers of Peace will ship? That's actually coming up quick. We just got the word on that. We're going to be charging subs very soon, so make sure your address is right. Make sure everything's set up. You can check that in your account, and you'll get an email, obviously, when that happens. But that'll be here pretty quick.
Should be a matter of weeks, hopefully.
Kind of waiting on the final. It's on, like, the shipping number, the tracking number. But we have every indication that it's actually now, like, through the delay cycle and on the way.
I will... It's tough. Yeah. No.
Give him the snake. Don't give him the snake.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's snake this turtle. And Frostfang will come your swordsman.
Let's snake this turtle.
Hold on, that's bad. You can also block with your Phoenixborn. You have infinite options.
Let's snake this turtle and get out of here.
It's a weird position to be in. Truly.
Me having a good deck, it is a weird position.
Yeah, I'm not used to it.
This is harder. Just play the crescendo and get it over with. Kill that turtle. Did I hear you guys are looking at doing some holiday products this year? Aaron Clark, yeah, we'll be doing some status token first player token sets for Ashes. For our Ashes compatible line. Although at this point we're on the PDP, so it's probably not a
still only compatible, not officially licensed.
Compatible with, not officially licensed by,
etc.
Not a lot of competition out there though. I'll tell you that. Are there other Ashes tokens anywhere? Let's jack the price. We control the market. It's a monopoly.
Alright, Frostfang at swordsman.
Yeah, I'll block with Echo.
Yeah, take 3.
You got it. All right, let's echo side action here. No, that's not how that works. It's still not good. Rather, it's still not what I want. It just isn't. You want that ability to work a little bit longer than it does.
A pinch?
That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's really what I want. But before that monk comes in, I'd really like for this to work. All right, let's go Lightbringer here. Let's go Lightbringer. Attack on your next action, if you would, please.
Snake into Lightbringer.
We'll block and counter here.
Alright, you take 1. I take 1. We all take 1.
Did it take the damage before they exhaust?
Yeah.
You know that for sure?
Pretty sure.
You're not a rules person.
There's no way that's how that ability works.
I mean, I agree with you, ultimately. So then, do we build it? All right, let's play Summon Monk here.
Mm-hmm. Looks familiar, Wooly. I'll summon my monk.
Mm-hmm.
Which is non-existent.
You don't have a monk, huh?
No.
Well, yeah, and you can't even borrow... Wait, I gave you those monks.
No, you didn't.
I only have 2. 1 monk and 1 spirit. My gosh. I think Zach has taken 16 monk spirits from me before.
It turns out I think we're gonna need an alt art promo. There we go.
Oh well, looky there. Who could have imagined?
Hey now.
Well, there they are.
Getting awfully lippy.
2 on the snake also, from the turtle man.
Oh, 2. You got it. Some of my monk. There we go.
Okay. Yep, so then that happens. You can maybe do 1. 1 coming through, totally fine. Well. It's interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, but it's that last card is really the problem.
This?
Is this a crescendo in it? I still think it's a crescendo. So I kind of want to use my options. We could get there. And then it's like a weird threat. Huh. You've got a Gilder with recovered 0. He's got 2. Yeah, okay.
That Gilder's made for blocking.
This Gilder was made for blocking. All right, let's roll in on the Salamander Mike.
Old Sal?
Mr. Sal himself, yeah.
Over to me.
Mm-hmm.
My Salamander Monk's gonna attack your Lightbringer.
Mm-hmm. Question of whether or not to counter. Probably don't counter. I will not counter.
Snake gets a snack.
Sneaky snack.
And then I'll pass.
Okay. All right, we'll echo the Gilder, and then let's swing for 1 on Maeoni.
Yes. I'll swing at you with the Gilder.
Take 0.
Boom. End of round.
End of round. Recover. Unexhaust.
Recover.
Unexhaust.
This flips to me.
You got it.
Time to party. Ooh, Frogsville.
They call me Frogs. It's a Bones joke, but it's not even that, really.
They call me Bones?
Yeah. I think that's mine. Just kidding.
News to me.
Gotcha. It's kind of funny because not knowing the long-term plan exactly is kind of interesting here. What's up, Dragon Bear 1982? Remember loving this game, never finding a group to play it with. Still have the original core set. Fantastic. You should check out Reborn. It's still going. We're here. We're playing it. It's being published. It's happening. You kept the 1 card that was in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
And by that I mean you kept the golden mail?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Don't play your Chaos Gravity.
Don't play it?
I remember I canceled the first thing and then you lose everything. That's what that means.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
It's interesting, dude. I'm going to meditate 3 times. Triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we might go get the Grave Knight again.
All right, let's go. Salamander Monk here. Salamander Monk.
Monk on monk.
It's a monk off.
Interesting. Okay, let's see. Monk on monk. Do we want that to happen? Kind of do.
Hold on. What is this card?
Kind of do.
I don't think this is what I think it is.
What's that?
My proxy.
What do you think it is?
I need to look at my deck real quick.
I'll be right back. If you had an organized collection that was here, you wouldn't have to proxy.
No.
We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
I think I know what it is now. I'll tell you when I play it.
Okay.
Discovered it.
Okay.
It is, yeah. Okay.
All right, so I have a question here based on the dice. A very good question. Yeah, okay, let's do that. I'll block here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and counter.
Pay for 1. Now you're undamageable. Those things are tanks.
They're pretty tough. Yeah.
Oh, you blow me up.
Yeah, I'll blow you up. Yeah. Okay, let's meditate twice. There's a Chaos Gravity. That's what you're not supposed to do. Fester. Let's go one more time. One more time for the people. And then let's play Seeds of Aggression. I'm going to attempt to do 2 here with the Turtle Guard and take 0 damage in return because I'm exhausted. Seems like that's kind of a thing that the deck wants to do.
And that cost you a horse?
Yep, horsey. Or a snaky.
I'm gonna golden veil it.
Okay. You got it. Back over to you.
Do that. And that. Then you've got that.
That and that leads to that. Crazy.
Alright, let's go.
Take care, Anki.
Side action.
Alex, it is a post office scanner. It sure is.
I'm gonna frog your swordsman.
Yep.
And then I will attack. Echo.
Okay.
I'll play my proxy, which is a crescendo.
Crescendo.
Yeah.
Okay.
3
here.
of the swordsman.
1 to the Frostfang. It's absorbed. Is that only is any damage?
Yeah.
And then I've got 3 coming in.
And I get a snack token.
3 coming in. Do I care? I don't know that I do. I think I'll keep the monk around instead.
Yeah, I don't know you do either.
I'll take 3 in.
Health is just a resource.
It's just a resource. Just a resource. That's right.
Alex says I know that sound anywhere. Makes sense. How long have you been in the post office? Still never finished hearing that story.
He's been in the post office for a long time, as far as I know.
He's not old enough to have been there a long time.
Well, that's true.
Couple of years?
That's true. Okay, let's
Six years. That's a pretty long time.
That's a long time. Yeah. That is a long time.
Shuffle Bus, the swordsman died because I frogged.
Yeah, swordsman or the frog plus crescendo. Okay, of the things that I want to get out right now, what are they? They are another salamander monk. Oh, I maybe not have one of those. You got one?
Yeah. There you go.
You're gonna have more than one, are you?
Unlikely. Alex, I'm sorry. I imagine you get access a lot. But is there any news on the replacement decks for Jericho? Those are with the next expansions, like in the same boat, and we're expecting to get those soon. So if you're subscribed, you automatically get that. And if you bought that like individually on our website, we'll also be sending those out once we have them.
Over to you.
Monks to my left. Monks to my right.
Here I am.
We'll attack one of your monks with my spirit.
You got it.
They're back.
They're back. You're the kind of person that runs Nature's Wrath, aren't you?
I absolutely am the kind of person that runs Nature's Wrath.
Yeah.
Love that card. I love that card.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and summon the Lightbringer here. No, I'm not spinning my dice either. It's a failure. Lightbringer coming at you.
Most annoying unit in baseball.
It's a good one. Snake is another token. Killing that spirit.
That's why I did it.
I think you totally random studios.
It's about to get hot in here.
It's getting hot in here.
I'll swing at Echo with my Gilder.
You got it.
You know what? Before I do that, hold on. I can do this better. I have a tool for this moment. I'm gonna
Amplify.
play Amplify. We're gonna give that Gilder 3 attack, and then he's gonna swing at Echo.
Okay. I'll block with the monk.
You got it. You gonna counter?
Yeah, I'll do one too, for sure.
And we'll get a snack token.
Snack. I need another spirit. You got another spirit over there? Oh, I know you do.
Serving them up.
Bada bing.
Xenotrauma saying I need to equip my gold hat to the snake.
Mm-hmm. So true. We could go all in here. Just threaten 3. You swing back and return. Probably not ideal. It's a side action, your snaky snack.
This thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 2 basics. Can punch something for 5 at this very moment.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna have 2 blockers for sure. Let's play a fire archer. Do 1 to your Phoenixborn.
Hello. Burn.
Burn. Burn, burn, burn.
Burn is the word.
Burn, 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 burn.
All right.
Let me take one more meditate here. Sorry. Oh, another chaos gravity. Let's go.
Everything is going perfectly.
Apparently that's not what I'm supposed to do, but I don't know how to prevent it.
Alright, let's think about this.
It's right there, you know. It's random.
Let's meditate. Horse. Frog.
Horse, frog, beef, pork, chicken.
Then I'll learn the new trick I learned last week. I'll use the Summon Gilder spell to do 1 damage to your Lightbringer.
Okay.
Snake's getting big.
Big snake.
So he's a beefy boy.
All right, let's do main and side for another turtle guard here.
Ooh. At some point, this party's got to happen.
It will happen at some point, yeah, for sure. Shuffle by saying I'm playing with that impossible German energy and meditating away all the loyalty cards. Yeah, apparently that's the... I think maybe that's the key to the deck.
What's your battlefield? 6?
6, yeah.
How many cards in hand?
3?
You got stuff you want to do. I can tell.
I got so much stuff, man. He's running all these cards because you're supposed to play them, I think.
Weird. Let's use Maeoni. We'll hit that turtle for 6.
Turtle for 6, you got it.
Snack on.
Does it do any in return?
Mm-mm.
You don't do 2 to something or something?
Nope. She's a non-exhausted unit you control. Deal damage to a target unit equal to the chosen unit's attack value.
Cool.
And then I'm going to pass my main action.
Okay.
Just building snakes.
Just building snacks. That's right. You've got a turtle over there, don't you?
A turtle?
Or a frog, rather. Okay, then let's do that. You swing. It's fine. And then that all happens. Side comes in. Acceptable? I think that's acceptable.
This game's awesome.
It's a good one. It's quite good.
This big time play is either going to happen or not. It's going to be
big time.
Quite extraordinary.
Big time. All right, let's play a Sonic Swordsman. 2, and then I think I'm gonna go basic here. Beef.
It's what's for dinner.
It's what's for dinner.
All right, let's side action. We're gonna frog the Fire Archer.
Yeah.
And then I'll pass my main action.
Okay. Let's go. So you've got 3. Okay, that's acceptable. Let's see. Who do we want to hit?
Hit me. Pokey Phantom says, "Youch." I don't know whether we're saying "youch" to, but someone's about to be hurting.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, there's a lot of good ways to do this. Big time. You already used your ability. And you passed your main just then?
Yep.
Let's see. If I roll back in, that's possible. These things are possible. You got 2 cards. We've seen 1 Golden Veil. How many any in your discard? Nunsies?
Just the one. Yep.
Okay. No Golden Veil.
I got 3 power symbols showing.
Yeah.
Who knows what hot sauce is in there?
You got them. You've already summoned that. You could summon another of those. You could try to summon another Silver Snake if you wanted. We could do that. It's really, I mean, that's really the question we're getting down to. Do you got it or don't you got it? Or do you not need to have it? 10, 12, 13. I passed the main. I've got a million tools for that problem. You bump the snake to 9. And then if you have an answer to that problem, then you're in a really good spot. But otherwise, all right, let's Monk Spirit on the snake there.
You trying to pester me?
Yes. Of course.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean, he could have the extra Golden Veil, which would be bad, but I think you got to find 2 ways to do it in case he does.
Yeah, I'll take one.
You got to spend them, you know.
No counter.
No counter. Okay. Free poke.
Mine?
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Okay. let's play Fester.
He's either got it or he's the greatest bluffer of all time.
And
yeah, I have a snake. Yeah.
Side action meditate here.
Pop it down.
Okay. 2 down, baby.
We'll see if you got the second Fester, I guess. Pass.
Okay. Now we get to actually see what's going on here. You're passing all around. I pass all around. Then this comes in. And that looks pretty good. Passing. I go first. And then I put up as much beef as I can. And then let's see, tools we have some tools.
Jason says, now this is a good game.
And this is what I call
ashes.
Yeah. Ashes. You got 1 card. You got 1 frog. You got 1 Maeoni block, which I think you use, because the moment I swing the swordsman, that's a lot of snake action coming my way. How greedy do I want to get on this? That's the question we're asking ourselves here. If you do have some kind of an exhaust, I don't know what the horse, what are your best horse abilities? Can I see your discard pile?
Yeah, the Oxford were asking if the swordsman can kill the snake. He technically could, but I also have a Maeoni block hanging.
Yeah, the Maeoni block will come in there.
Yeah, so if he does 3, then the monk can't block, so he knows I've got 8 coming back.
You could have, like, what, frog crescendo swing with a snake, I guess is the worst that it could be. Which would be quite good. But I also feel like you would have done that already.
Yep.
You would not have passed that. Unless you're crazy, which you may be.
Or just bad.
Or just bad. Yeah. I'm going to take a risk here.
Jason referring to your poke of my snake. Brilliant.
Yeah, good, thanks. I'm just going to assume you don't have fancy things. So I'm going to use Echo to exhaust your snake and swing it for 1 Maeoni. I don't suppose it matters. Like, you wouldn't...
I wouldn't block that anyway.
You wouldn't block... I mean, you would block it. You just wouldn't counter. You can't block it and not counter?
That's right.
Okay, well then we don't even need this, although I just keep trying to use it.
Yeah, so I'll just take 1.
Yeah. We'll see what cards I'm missing, because I'm always missing cards in Ashes.
Those turtles are good.
They are good. That's right.
Part of me wants to swing a snake at the turtle and so it doesn't do anything. I'll pass.
Alright, we got 1 damage out of it. I'm going to side action a Grave Knight. I take 1 for that, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll pass my main as well.
Yeah.
Alright, first player to me.
The old Cincinnati standoff. Come on. Eee, no snakes.
All right, what do we got? We got this guy, 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 and this guy, and these guys. Okay. How do I want to do this? These Phoenixborn blocks are just way better now.
Battle mechanics got way better. For real.
Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, I don't want a Turtle Guard to die, but a Frostfang on that or a Silver Snake with Maeoni's ability, not a huge problem. Not a huge deal. The battlefield stays low.
Schmendrick asking if we've seen Hypnotize on my discard pile yet.
Not yet.
We have not, no.
Not yet. It's on the way.
Sure would be a good card to have with an old 8 damage snaker.
Yeah, it's on the way.
I like the weird pressure the snake creates.
Snake pressure. Under snake pressure. Whoo-wee. Those are some options. Wow. And then it puts the onus on you there. That's nuts. That's nutso. Okay. Side action there. And then there's a lot of different things. Okay. And then I gotta make sure I don't just lose here. See, side action. You can side action kill basically anything.
Yep, he can eat anything he wants.
He
could even eat an Iron Rhino right now.
He could eat a rhino. Isn't that crazy? Snake could eat a rhino.
That snake's the size of a building.
Crazy. Crazy. Okay, a lot of ways to come at the problem. Let's go Echo ability. Gilder.
You used it.
Spirit here on the snake.
We back. Two festers in your discard pile.
2 in.
How many cards you got left in that deck over there? It's looking really. You know what? Your strategy setting this thing would be a problem.
10. 2 hands. 2 hands, you're halfway there. We'll see.
Or a couple meditations, you know.
Yeah, if I need them.
That is such a weird thing to Maeoni block.
Give me that 1 damage.
I'll block a Maeoni.
Okay.
Can't allow it. I've fallen for your trap.
Over to you. You gonna amplify me?
No. I'm gonna play a root armor. Side action.
Life +1.
Okay. And armored 1 prevents the first damage.
Right on.
So you don't just rinse repeat the problem that I was having. Then main action.
That's a good side action. Very good.
Let's. That's tough. I need like 2 more battlefield. That's the most restricting part of this. Only so much room on my battlefield for this giant snake.
To kill you.
Yeah.
That's the key.
I'm gonna swing with my monk at your unexhausted monk.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's think about that. He seems like he's pretty disposable.
Let me think about that for a second.
Yep.
It's just such a funny scenario. Can I see this real quick? No reason.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay, there you go.
You're hot when you're cold. You're yes when you're no. You're in when you're out. You're up when you're down. You're strong when you're weak. You're less when you're no. We fight, we break up.
I'm gonna actually pass my main action.
All right. Cool. There are a bunch of different ways this happens. You don't have Golden Veil up.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's so...
I don't think passing the main action is right.
There's just so many problems.
That's right. That's right. I'm not used to this. Your deck's doing something.
Yeah. I'm surely not.
Dang it. Cool commentary in the chat there. I'm trying not to pay attention to you guys, but I'm glad that you're there. Don't give Zach any ideas.
He immediately looked over and started reading.
Yeah, he's like, ideas?
I need ideas.
Ideas? I'm in.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
We don't like the stock.
We'll do it anyway. Because basically, it's kind of a problem. If your swordsman kills something, I'm exhausted.
Right on.
So I
Just get one of those sweet battlefield slots.
I really need to just blow up your swordsman. But I have to prevent the fast there. So how do we do that? We don't.
You can blow up a monk spirit instead.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very civilized game. Ashes. It's just pretty chess. More interesting creatures. Less predictable lines. Kind of.
This is like a strangely complex. And this exhaustion doesn't have to go on exhaustion, right?
Destroys a unit by attacking. You may place one exhaustion token on a target unit. Whatever that target may be.
Yeah. I was too hasty.
Rune Armor definitely took one option off the table.
Yeah.
I don't think it's expressly wrong, because if it doesn't happen, there's other things that do.
Yeah.
You know?
I do.
There's always other things that do.
It do be like that, though.
I find your lack of snake dice disturbing.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. You can only stop so many things, though, you know?
How many golden veils are in the world, anyway?
How do I do that? I think the best call... I'm going to swing with the snake at the swordsman.
Snake into swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
That's fascinating.
Here we are.
He's 5 with armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting indeed.
I've made 2 mistakes this round. And it's this whole turn. I think the root armor was absolutely the wrong play.
You want to not do it?
I don't know. That felt like so long ago, but it was this turn, I guess. Because, like...
It's not that confusing. You just pull it up, take the dice back, call it a day.
And you've already used that, so I at least have the Gilder if you're going to poke. I think it's the wrong play.
Yeah, take it back then.
All right.
We want a clean game here. Clean game.
It's clever, but it's wrong. I think I need to just take the Sonic Swordsman off the table, period.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I think that's just accurate. I'm going to side action with Maeoni.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of the sword charm.
You got it.
Get a token. Gotta pay for it. I don't disagree with that. Go basic. Basic. Over you. I guess I have an action.
Main action, yeah. It's funny that turtles don't have armor.
I mean, the armor is when they're exhausted. You can't. They go in the little shell and you can't touch them.
Yeah.
It's a very clever design.
But also, he's got a shield.
Is that not a shell?
He's not withdrawing. No, I think he has a shell on him as well, didn't he? Maybe not. No, maybe not. He's got the time die on that shell, too, if you didn't know that.
Let's main action.
Let's main action business. To defeat the Huns.
You got 12 left?
12 what?
Help?
7 is how much? 7 of 19.
So now I think pass the main action might be right. If you pass, I go first, and you know I can just clear your turtle and swing the snake.
Sure. Yeah, you can pass on.
Good. All right, I'm going to pass.
Pass on.
Jason, yeah, that root armor is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about swinging at the turtle with the frost fang, but he's also got that Lightbringer still. He's not exactly threatening a lot right here. So I'm pretty comfortable with passing, seeing what he does.
Okay. Options abound. Let's see what we've got in terms of options. We've got that option, which is an okay one. We've got that option, which is an okay option.
That's a big snake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? All right, so we kind of got our pick of the board there, don't we? Mm-hmm. And we got a turtle guard ready to go as well. You've always got your old friend, the old Lightbringer. Hello, Lightbringer, my old friend. You've always got this guy, too. But I'm concerned about only having one unit that can block. There's got to be some bypass stuff that you can do that I never quite appreciate.
The best one is Hypnotize.
Hypnotize.
But yes, there would be some tricks. I mean, even right now, a Crescendo is pretty reasonable.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. And then we've got a Monk Spirit.
Actually, if I have Crescendo, I have Lethal on board.
Mm-hmm. Got a Monk Spirit in the pocket. Definitely got that to contend with. Yeah.
I love that little monk.
Can't attack with the Turtle Guard. So you gotta keep an eye out for that business. Could put another turtle up. Not bad.
It's a turtle world. We're living in it.
It's not a bad one. Not a bad one. We could take out some threats. But really, I think I'm on a stack body situation here. That's the way I'm feeling. And then if you do have that, a block, and that's an acceptable outcome. And Hypnotize, is Hypnotize an action card?
It's a spell.
It's a spell, right? So that'll give me a turn, basically.
Yeah.
Turn to play it. Okay. Side action, and then that can come in, and then you would lose that. Okay, I'm gonna take a weirder line on this one. So you could side and then roll in crescendo, and then I'd be able to block. Let's play a Master Vampire.
Okay. Getting weird.
And then I'm gonna take a meditate as well.
The beefers.
We got some beef. I think I'm gonna meditate twice here. But I don't like that my deck's going away. Let's see if we can get that next Chaos Gravity. I'm gonna meditate one.
I'm waiting to say a third fester.
You know, you just might. And let's meditate one more. All these blood chains. I think they're really good with turtles. I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool. That works. All right, back over to you. And this guy can't be guarded. Keep that in mind.
Is Fester our main action?
It is. It's a big one.
Can't be guarded, so I need to be ready. I need to be ready. It's a great comment from Alex.
That's right. There's beefy boys everywhere.
It's so layered. Like there's a lot of moments where I'm like, like I need to do 4 things, but I don't have the time to do them all.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Gotta get that opening.
Oh, I don't even know. This is definitely the most dense we've had it in a while.
It's a pretty dense one.
It's all easy breezy till this week.
That's right. Cover girl.
Okay. Frost Fangs and swing at Master Vampire.
Okay. And double check my math. Fine trade, right? It's a fine trade. Assuming it actually is a trade. It'd be crazy if it wasn't. Because the other piece of that is like, we block that, and then we roll in, and everything goes crazy. You've got Guilders. We've got to watch out for that one too. And you do the Monk Spirit. Okay. We can also play this. Make that happen. Okay, let's go. Let's get her done. Just 3. Just 3 damage and a side action frog, huh?
Perhaps.
Is that really what we're getting into? Then you block that. And then that's happening. But then, I mean, it's kind of like the game plan is essentially done. Your game plan is bogus at that point. All right, let's turtle guard it.
You got it.
Counter.
Yeah. So I get a token.
Yeah.
Thanks for playing. And oh, it feels so good to have a battlefield slot. Side action. Side action. Let's make sure I have what I need. No side action.
Okay.
Actually, we're saying the timing on this card pop-ups are money. The timing is money on the...
Okay.
On the pops?
Poptastic. To make him saying 6 seconds is probably a tad too long. Maybe go down to 5 or 4.
Wait till we shrink that.
Okay, so now... What kind of prevention does this dice spread have? Like, anything that blocks out a hand? Can I see your discard pile again? Don't have to worry about Veil. Don't have to worry about Polarity. Don't have to worry about Amplify. What is this? Crescendo?
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to worry about Crescendo. Don't have to worry about Molten Gold. Redirect? That's a...
That's a charm
to
die?
the Phoenixborn. Phoenixborn to unit.
Mm-hmm. There's one that's... Yeah.
You have to memorize all of it to
Yeah.
play the game.
That's right.
It's crazy. You gotta memorize the whole boat.
Actually, we're saying the delay on having a Bryce cam, though, is too long.
I agree with that.
I like the idea of it calling it the Bryce cam, even if it's not Bryce at some point. And now we're going to go over to the Bryce cam. How you doing, Carl?
Must be over here.
Yeah.
So my problem here is that if this goes poorly,
You lose.
I lose.
It's like a classic chess exchange, except for there's hidden information.
If you've got the goods, I'll definitely be losing. If you've got any amount of like prevention, that kind of thing becomes very important. If I had simply these nature dice, they're just so good.
They are. Yeah.
It's
If you like ping with a frog and play a faster
so
kind of a move.
good what they open up. Terrible. It's a terrible scroll. Okay, so you passed your side action, you took your main action. I can't attack really yet. You could have all sorts of weird stuff. There's a lot of good cards you could have here. And for my part, I got to decide how I'm going to run this particular moment. Is there any prevent? What are the prevent damage cards? Where are they?
Particle shield.
Yeah, but that's illusion, right?
It's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
There's got to be some charm ones that redirect the damage.
There does, right? Doesn't there have to be? Where's your deck list?
Hey, Hey! Where's your deck list?
You're net decking, you know? That's the downside. I get to look at the deck anytime I want.
You just want to see my hand?
That's the deck, you know? That's what happens.
Where's your deck list? Oh, my lord. My Atlantis.
Okay, so if we go there, guarded, bada boom, and then that's coming in, does 2. Technically, that's still fine. Monk Spirit can't block, of course. We all know that.
Yeah.
Classic
downside.
We're not fools here.
He can look cool as heck, though. Look at him.
We're not fools.
He kind of reminds me of Grogu.
You could play another Gilder if you wanted and kill this Monk Spirit. Cool. How exciting.
How proud we are of all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I stepped up and actually had an attack. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Playing back to basics, Ashes over here. Lost a unit, made a trade.
Right. Yeah, old school. Some old school business.
This newfangled, highfalutin conceptual Ashes, where we play in the brain.
Get Monk Spirit over to the Gilder, but again, you know, that's just not making it happen. But you can have none of those cards that matter. No cards to speak of.
Sometimes you just got to make your opponent show it.
And then, you know, you got 10 showing here. Or you could play it safe. Reinforce the board a little bit. Keep the hits coming. You put in a Salamander Monk, maybe another Gilder. Could certainly change the dynamic there. You can't block cards there. We could bring the old lights in. You swing with the Salamander Monk at Echo maybe, or at the Salamander Monk Spear, doesn't really much matter.
Tails all the time.
I could counter, and we could both go away. Then we go down to a smaller board.
And my snake gets a little snackier.
It's a little bigger. Then Lightbringer's been used, so I've got 1 there. So then I could swing Gilder 3. Oh wow, that goes deep.
This is it. That's what I was saying.
That one goes big.
It's a dense stack right here. You almost get into like no one can decide what to do moment because it's too dense.
It's crunchy.
Pretty crunchy right now, that's for sure. So then you would take that Gilder would come in, die. We take 1. Then we would have it. I don't think there's anything, if you're swinging, I don't think there's anything that would prevent damage while you're attacking. I don't think. But I've been wrong before. Ashes has a way of surprising me with what's possible.
There's also weird stuff, like if you're assuming you can do the last damage blocking or something.
Mm-hmm.
If I have like a crescendo and I remove the thing that you're going to block with in the first place.
Yeah.
And then I also get +1 from removing the thing.
Yeah, the crescendo is a big deal. Crescendo is like the card for this.
For the moment.
Ashes.
Yeah.
Just missing. All right, so if we're looking at what is our optimal outcome here, that's what we have to ask. That's all we ever have to ask. Yeah. Okay. And then we could play it cool. I just don't know. You have to have things that clear the way for the snake.
Otherwise, what am I doing?
Yeah. Can't be guarded. I probably am just going to take a shot at if you have the thing. I just don't know what the thing is that you could have that prevents damage.
One way to learn.
Yeah, what is the thing? I know it's deep down in my head there somewhere. None of these matter. I don't think the horse matters here. Okay. Let's just try it. All right.
I'm excited.
Vampire's going to swing Silver Snake and Crescendo into it.
Holy smokes.
And do one here.
Crescendo into the snake.
Yeah. 3 to the snake and then attack for 3.
Hold on. Take 3.
All right. Attack.
I'll counter.
All right.
You took down the snake.
Heal 1.
Whoosh.
Whoosh indeed.
I mean, you having Crescendo would make that. What were you afraid of, me canceling it somehow?
I just don't know what you have that could cancel that Crescendo. And then I've got to discard. I got to discard for Crescendo also, don't I? Yeah. Let's discard this one. Over to you.
Oxford was very happy for you. All right. Well, we're just back at it, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Old fashioned.
Let's meditate to a snake. And let's go frog. And then let's main action summon Silver Snake.
Okay.
He back.
I'm just not sure there's a win condition for you if the snake's gone. Ergo.
Killed the snake. Killed the bat.
Okay, I think that's right. So let me go that counter and then I swing there. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's technically an acceptable board state there. Because there's 1,000 ways this monk spirit's dying. You can kill it 1,000,000 ways. I've only got so many cards left. And I'm running out of time here.
Yep.
That's what old German man told me not to do.
This exact thing.
Well, I mean, you can only do so much, right?
Yeah.
All your chaos gravities in the discard.
Dancing around the snake was nice.
The snake dance. So this monk spirit's dead. We know that's happening. 1 die for the monk spirit. That's fine. You want to try to get some value out of it before it dies? That's ultimately the question, is it not?
Say to yourself, dude.
Mm-hmm. We can kill a Gilder. I think I'm killing a Gilder no matter what I try to do. And then...
if you swing with a spirit, you're probably killing a Gilder.
A fresh Gilder comes in, and or a Salamander Monk comes in. And we just got little weenies.
It's a New Year's party.
Yeah. Just little weenies.
Jason, he's meditated 2 chaos gravity.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Did exactly what the note said not to. Should have
well,
shuffled
you
a
know,
little better.
Should have shuffled better. Different, a slightly different order would have been great. Okay, I'm a value man, so let's swing at the Gilder.
Okay. He's gone. Counter on snake.
Any unit?
No, that's what this does.
Oh, right.
If it was any unit, that would be busted. Okay. We will not be that stupid.
No.
Sure. Let's summon my Gilder. And we'll ping your monk.
Okay.
We'll get token on snake.
Random. We're back. You do risk one more meditation, maybe? And you've got all those cards. I think I'm just gonna play your cool here, and then you can get another monk out if you'd like. That's your business. And then I'll get my own monk out. We'll all get monks out. And then we'll make some decisions. Let's summon a turtle. Give him the beef. Don't give him the beef.
Turtle's good. Turtle's good.
Turtle's good. Turtle's good. Turtle's good.
I will. Lightbringer costs you the angel.
Are you an angel? Let me meditate too.
Okay.
That was intended. How many I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I've got ceremonial dice. I can keep bringing dudes back. Right? I'm gonna meditate 1. And meditate 2. 2 raptor herders. Who needs them? Just more snake fodder. Oh, can't do that. It's the turtle. Costs both. Turtle? It costs main and the side.
Oh, you'll put your cards back?
They're slow. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
I will be doing that next turn.
Oh. Feels like the right play. As much as I hate it.
Jerts. He's so slow. Slow turtle.
What a complicated situation.
You got a lot of cards you're not playing.
Yeah. Play a Frostfang.
That can be kind of cool, I suppose. Kind of cool, kind of cool.
Played it.
You did it. Right on. Okay, got a Frostfang out. Just a little old Frostfang. All right, fine.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Let's see if there's anything worth grabbing in here. Grab that Sonic Swordsman. Now we're getting somewhere. The beef. The Sonic Beef. I just don't know. We could do, so you're all in now. So you swing with that. And that happens. And then I swing with this into that. Say that to say this. And then you're going to be the first player next turn, so we don't want to be super vulnerable when we come in next turn. That's certainly not something we want. You can still have that crescendo. You've only got 3 dice left. That's good. You can't crescendo and monk. That's good. Huh. And then I could go 3, 4, 5. And then you gotta make some decisions. You got no more frog dice left. Hallelujah. My gosh. That's so good for me. Okay. So we don't need to worry about pings. You've got a Frostfang. You're gonna make that all fun and crazy. Gotta do all this damage to it. Just not going to. It's just gonna be there, ever present, ever living.
Just fanging around.
Good. Get the Lightbringer out. That's not exactly what you want, though, is it?
It's not necessarily pulling its weight right now. But I have had to think about it a lot.
And you got a Gilder. Always got that Gilder. Always just loving that Gilder.
He likes to hang out with the snake.
Mm-hmm. It's Gilder moments. We can Lightbringer. Flip up. You got the old Gilder there. That's a problem. Pretty classic, really. Absolutely. An absolute classic, some would say. And then, well, that's kind of it. And that's where it stands. Swing for 3, swing for 2. Take some damage. Definitely take some damage there. That's happening. Let's go up 1, roll in. Okay, and then you would have issues with that. Lightbringer in, and then you side, yeah. Okay. Just don't really want to commit to this plan yet. Let's do a Salamander Monk. Just a little monk. All you. What's up, Charlotte? Yeah, welcome. We're still going.
This here horse draws me a card, right?
It does.
And then I can put one top, bottom, or leave it.
Anything you want. Yeah. And then I'm gonna let me meditate into that guy. Our 2 raptor herders.
They gone.
The same old story. Here and here. That Salamander Monk.
He good.
They're just so many. They just put so much body on the board. It's insane.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna use this horse to draw a card.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'll put this on the bottom. Over to you.
Okay.
Frank's saying this one's been a great one to watch live.
It's been nuts.
Zach saying, I know I say this every time you guys stream, but this art looks amazing. It does. Props to Flat Hat for this game.
Yeah, it does look great. Okay, so now I do have some options here. You could swing for 5 if you desired. That's totally fine. Just gonna ask how important is the LB. And old Gilby puts a thing on the thing. He sure does. The Gilders are good. You heard it here first.
I heard no one's been playing them.
Really?
I'm lying.
Yeah, it doesn't seem right. Okay. So we throw that at the monk. That's an acceptable outcome. You counter, also an acceptable outcome. Swinging in Gilder, snake at 3. Fine. You can have your snake at 3. Acceptable. Acceptable! We throw this in. Monk Spirit comes in. Then it gets crazy. And then we've got a lot of options. Not enough, though, strangely. Not enough. Okay, let's go Lightbringer. Go ahead and get some pieces moving. Swing batter.
Meditate. Snake. Then I gotta attack. Doesn't really matter, does it?
I don't think so.
Lightbringer.
Nah, we'll echo.
You got it.
Echo. You vibrate. I'm in it for a better life. Stay clever.
What up, Hank? Welcome to the stream. You got to the most dense part of our day. I can use them cards, though.
You do, you know, that's what you want your opponent to do for sure. That always makes things feel good. You just, you know, it would be the Gilder. The Gilder would step in, but you can only do that once. So then I could roll in twice. You can't block them both. You can't block them both. Or we could just do it the old-fashioned way. 1 at the Gilder. See what happens. Can't do anything about it. 2 at the Gilder. Can't do anything about that. And then we're rolling the dice. And we're back. Okay, so this guy... he's going to swing 1 at the Gilder.
Take 1.
Right on.
Let's go. It's complex. -1.
Okay.
Swing at the turtle.
You got it. Here you go.
Snack up.
He's a sneaky snake. Okay. Nice. So you've got a gilder and a snake. 3. This gets fascinating.
Doing well, Hank. How about you? Says I'm sitting at work trying not to have to save lives.
Well, that's good.
Are you like a doctor?
One assumes.
Something like that?
One assumes.
Sneaky, sneaky snack.
What game is this?
Ashes?
No, I mean, what number?
1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Number 1.
It's a thought exercise, you know? It's been dense.
Yeah, it's dense.
Ah,
for sure.
firefighter. That's awesome. How long have you been doing that? I feel like that would be a tough job.
Yeah. Definitely a tough job. Yeah, and I don't know what you're into here. You've got 1 die left. Can't summon a Salamander Monk. You can't summon anything. It really doesn't much matter. So I swing a Gilder. I take 4 damage in return for my trouble. I get a 9, 10, 11. Not terrible. Not terrible. You still got 3 cards. Probably don't have any 1 die summons. I've got a monk still on the...
That's crazy, Hank.
In the pocket.
Do you enjoy it? Probably less enjoy it. Is it fulfilling? That's probably not like a joyride situation.
Okay. Is it worth 4 to do this? I just don't know. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. 4. Then you do the thing, and then I don't know what a heart dice looks like.
It looks like that.
10, 15. We go to the next turn. All right, let's Salamander Monk on the Gilder.
You got it. Token on the snack.
Yep.
What are you up to, Wooly? Creeping me out.
Just removing your Gilder.
I'm gonna meditate up to a snake.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's not great.
I'll swing at you for 4, I guess.
Sure.
I don't know. Feels like a trap, but you can't always think your opponent has traps set up.
That's right.
Sometimes they're just doing the best they can do.
Sometimes you're just getting by. Okay, I'll play Grave Knight.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pass.
Okay, let's go ahead and swing at Snake.
You got it.
All right, you take 1 damage from Overkill.
Well, boom. That's 2 snakes in 1 round. Powerful, yeah.
You probably, yeah.
I guess. Hold on. Let me back that up.
Okay.
That's just silly. That's why I did it. How was it like this?
Mm-hmm.
You played that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to snake you.
Yeah, you do. But you're gonna do that.
Yeah, doing the snake.
Okay.
I forgot that was sitting there.
And I'll swing for 3 on Maeoni.
Okay. Still at 15. That's not.
I could swing for 3 on Maeoni, or I could kill the Frostfang. That can easily. I mean, you can command strike any way you want. So I'll do 3 to Maeoni.
All right, yeah. That's 2 major mistakes I should have made this game.
We're all keeping track.
Yeah. This is if I win, it's a giant asterisk. And 2 giant snakes. All right. Let's roll before I decide, because that's going to maybe matter here. And I'm first this round. Oh, no snakes. No snakes. Sometimes it's just not in the cards. Look at all this basics, too. It's gross. It's not the time to roll basics when you're at the end of the deck.
This is not the time to roll basics. Okay, let's see what we got coming in here. You're not at the end of the deck. I'm at the end of the deck.
Oh, yeah, because you only did 3. I should be at 14.
Okay.
I took 4. 3 mistakes.
Yeah, we bricked. Look at these dice
Did you
bricks.
brick?
Yes.
That's way worse for you. Like, significantly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'll keep these cards. Let's draw. That's interesting. A million ways to kill you.
Oh, yeah.
Not you, but the
Command strike to your heart's content.
the Grave Knight. You probably got that exhaustion thing. If I were a gambling man.
If I were a gambler.
It's not great now, is it? Ah. I mean, I'm compelled.
You are compelled. It must be done.
I really need you one less unit out here.
Well, you can make that happen with the power of 2 basic die.
Well, you know, going into that.
How many cards you got left over there?
8?
Not good.
No bueno.
Didn't need Brick City right now, I'll tell you that.
It's a no bueno. Oh, I think, therefore I am. Let me just look. Over here. This has been too long of a game to punt this. Again. He doesn't play Chaos, right? But if I have a snake, that's...
Feels like we're playing an extremely similar game.
Yeah.
But I think I like your version better.
We're like competing down the same line.
There's an inevitability to the Silver Snake that's really nice. I think, and otherwise it's essentially the same. That Command Strike is huge, though, in this kind of a game.
Crazy ability.
And you don't take any damage back from that. It's just do damage for 2 basic dice.
Yeah, but it has to be unexhausted.
Yeah.
The unit does.
Yeah.
So it's pretty weak to exhausty stuff.
I think the Frostfang Command Strike is really pulled ahead in the math on this. I think if I were reapproaching this, I would probably just focus on killing the snake forever and try to not... And just like not even worry about damage. I think I would just keep clearing the snake over and over and over because it's got a million tools to do that.
Yeah, and the threat. I mean, if you had drawn Chaos Gravity, would have been huge every time.
Yeah, it would be big.
The first 2 turns I had the Golden Veil the whole time, so it's like not that great.
Well, you used it on Fester and the other one,
yeah,
so
but
it's
like,
one or the other.
Because
right?
you hadn't used that. I mean, yeah, it would have been good, but you had whatever else, so it's no. All right.
This is the kind of, it feels like the kind of match that you could like package up as a 2-player starter and be like, welcome to Ashes. You too can experience this.
Yeah, I think that's the line. Right?
You tell me.
I mean, if you're going to exhaust me, you're going to exhaust me. That's whatever. Mm-hmm. I do that. Don't even know, dude. I just don't even know.
Just pass.
That's not what we're doing.
Can I reroll?
No. Funny guy.
You sure, though?
Funny guy.
You sure?
Well, there's so much here. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
It hurts my brain, actually.
Your brain can't feel pain.
It's doing it right now. I don't know how to tell. I don't know how to explain it. I definitely want the Grave Knight out of here.
You know, I think that we can agree on.
Yeah.
Might be the right decision. Maybe not. You could also just not do that.
Let's use it.
And that'd be interesting. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
We're gonna just blow him up. Man.
Which unit are you choosing? Excuse me.
Get a token. Then my main action. I need to do something. Let's go summon Gilder.
Correct. Lightbringer?
Yeah. I'm gonna do the monk.
Okay.
I feel like Lightbringer needs like a little techno introduction music.
Lightbringer is ballin'. Ballin' Greyjoy.
I just looked at chat. Jason said, "Command strike, summon Gilder. Easy."
Yep. It's right there. It's right there. Huh. You just don't really want to waste anything on anything. Not if you're wise.
Look at these potato dice.
Yeah, you can fix them though.
I can.
Fundamental difference here.
And I shall.
You can absolutely fix them. I'm in a new paradigm of how to win. I can try to make you block with that. You can't, unless you have you could again have the classic crescendo situation here. Remove the blocker, swing it all in, and call it a day. These things are all possible. I can meditate twice. I probably get 2, maybe 3 meditations.
You can meditate your spells off the board.
We'll see what happens with that. We could try to, I mean, you know, clearing stuff here, not a huge deal. This board is this board. There is but one board, and it is this one.
The real secret is there is no board.
And then we've got these cards that seem quite good. They are quite good, let's face it. They are quite good. The snake inevitability could be a problem.
He's not growing smaller.
That's one that I have an issue with. do have an issue with it. Okay, so if we do this, okay, and we do that, and then we do that. All right, let's do a side action meditate one here, and let's do a meditate one here.
There's a meteor in the building.
And then let's go here for a Lightbringer. They here. Or whatever, and I forget what noise peacocks make.
I don't know that they make noise. We're going to swing an Echo with Monk.
Echo with Monk. Somebody's doing some math, huh? That puts me at 12. Plus 6 is 18. Plus a Molten Gold.
Watch yourself.
See, yeah, I'm actually looking at a different situation here. 10, 14. Okay. Echo. Okay. Now that's gonna happen.
I get a side action.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna sympathy pain that.
Okay.
So deal 2 damage to target unit or Phoenixborn that opponent controls. So some interesting options to this. In the grand scheme of how we win this game, I have some thoughts as to how that might actually happen, and then I have reality in front of me. And the reality is, let's see your discard power real quick.
You know, when we've both done that multiple times, we're in a thick game.
Okay, that's good to know. Key for that. Okay, so ergo, vis-a-vis, you can get another Silver Snake, sure, fine. You can get another Salamander Monk, yes, likely. I'm gonna do 2 your Phoenixborn.
Yeah. Over to me, or side actions. Let's meditate.
Schmeditate.
We need a horse.
Are you discarding those cards?
No,
You're just doing from the top row. Ooh, 3-eyed owl would be sick here. Whew. Looks like Molten Gold, Burn City coming in.
Over to you.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I need one more.
Yeah. And Hypnotize is gone. Okay. Okay. You're out of Golden Veils. Fascinating. Do we have Refresh? We probably have Refresh in the deck. But I think we just straight up have to risk that. Acceptable risk. Opening possible. All right, I'm gonna Chaos Gravity, or Echo first, here, and then Chaos Gravity. So, place 1 exhaustion token on something. Here, move 1 here, and then remove 1 here. I think you have to follow the card if you can, right? Which is why I feel like I need to Echo this so I have something to remove that isn't yours. I don't think it's optional, right? Like, you got to do all 3 if you can.
Yeah.
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 All right. Okay, so there's that as a thing. If I don't have to do that, that would be great. If I could not have to waste echo on that. I would love it. But alas.
Oh, it's back to me.
Yep, back to you.
I see. I see.
You can target a unit without an exhaust token? Oh, it doesn't say an exhausted unit. Okay, I'll save echo then.
Yeah. Gotta be very careful. Okay, let's be extra careful. Mm-hmm. 3 cards left?
3, yeah.
I'm gonna play Nature's Wrath.
Mm-hmm.
1 here, prevented. 1. Snake gets 3 tokens.
Yeah.
I wanted to save that for when another snake was out. But alas.
Alas. Alas indeed.
And then side action. No side action.
Okay. Okay. I think we're going in on, let's do a Salamander Monk. And then do we even want to waste that situation? Oh, I don't know. Do we? Do we? Oh, I didn't spin. I didn't spin this. Lightbringer, Salamander Monk. Yes, correct. I was like, I have way too many dice here. This has got to go. This guy. Okay. That was too good. Okay, Salamander Monk in the build. And then I'm looking at if I want to put something up or not. It's not worth it right now, or is it? Do I start to roll out spells? That's really the question. To roll out spells or not. It may go to the next turn, it may not. I don't know if you can clear those exhaustions. It's well over. Yeah, it may be. It just depends. I mean, do you have goods or not? You know, there's a piece of me that says, surely you do. Let's see, if we go, I'm gonna go here. I can't imagine this turtle card sees play. And there's a crazy world where we do that. Oof, I am gonna have to do that. Gross. All right, let's take a side action and meditate up here. Let me do another one of those. Hold on. Hold your horses. All horses must be held. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna nuke my board.
Can you meditate exhausted spells off the board?
I think so.
I've done this so little.
Yeah, right?
I feel like I tried to do that once and I got chatted out of it.
I think you can. Okay, you're good.
But I'm not going to make a quick decision, so...
And this is completely wrong. Where's this guy? Okay, over to you.
I see.
We've officially done it. Be able to maybe get some beef going.
Yeah, you can, okay.
Crazy. Crazy.
3 cards left.
3 cards. 3 big ones.
It's a hard knock to life. I'll summon this monk. He's not a spirit yet. We'll mark him.
He's not a spirit yet. Oh yeah, here you can have one of these. I got a real guy.
Well, boom.
Well, boom. Wow, boom indeed. Okay, let's play Fire Archer. Do one to you.
I see your plan, fiend.
And I'm gonna side action, get a Fire Archer. Take 1.
Burn, baby, burn.
You have 6 left.
6 what?
Life.
Yes.
Asking for a friend.
Got your attention.
Crikey. I got to be careful now.
You better.
It's uncomfortable.
Excellent.
You got to get uncomfortable. All right, let's snake here. Pass.
You got Sneakia. That looks all right. 19. And then I'm the first player. So key things to do are the following. All right, let's go. You might have, you know, I just don't know. I gotta be careful too. We've all got to be very careful.
Yeah, it's walking a thin rope right now.
Very careful. It's important to hydrate.
That's right. Hydro brain, hydro life.
Okay, then you do that. There's probably a sequence here that is better than the one that I'm about to do.
I constantly feel that way.
However,
the crowd's really rooting for you. Pokey Phantom says 3 more, 3 more.
And if let's see, I have to draw 5, so I'm going to lose 5 health.
Yep.
If I have to draw my whole hand.
You have to draw 5. Right now you'd lose 2.
Yeah.
That's a reality I've been banking on.
These lions last for the round, the entire
round? The whole round, yeah.
Okay.
See everything the light touches? That long.
That's right. Okay. You respond there. We have a little tit for tat. We roll well. And then we're in a good spot. And we're good.
Rolling well, what could go wrong?
So you're at 16, 17. 18. Okay. Yeah, then we can just roll well and be happy. All right, let's play Fire Archer.
Poke.
And let me think about this side action. This side action is really where we're going to win or lose here. It absolutely is. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, right? Because you're going to have to take, and then you... 18. It's where I'm going to win or lose. This decision, for sure. Because you got some play here. You definitely got some play.
Tight game. You'd love to see it.
You go there. You got 1. All right, I'm gonna meditate here into a horse.
Over to me?
Yeah.
What do you do with a horse?
Yeah, somebody's saying go into a lion here. So I don't think that if I could echo ability and apply the lion, I would feel strong here. My concern is the double frog. I would like to know that line, actually, Jason, after we play this out.
So let's say you have a sympathy pain hand.
Let's just say that. Yeah, maybe that's possible. I don't know.
If I swing lethal, and that's the damage that kills you, do I die from sympathy pain first, or do you die from the attack first?
Well,
after you place the wound tokens, I guess.
Yeah. So like, if you can do it with 1 unit only,
yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah. I'm gonna play a Nature's Wrath.
That's the bad one.
This guy goes Spirit.
Yeah.
This goes away. We'll get a token on the snake.
And we go Spirit here too.
Then I'm gonna side action and frog your Spirit.
Yeah.
And get another snake token.
Right on. Okay, you got 2 dice left. Okay. Okay. The snakes are good. Snakes are good. So Nature's Wrath, and then you hit my Monk Spirit. That'll do it, man. I'll pass.
I will also pass.
Yeah, that's right.
You got that sympathy pain. I can smell it.
I wonder if it would even work.
I think it says from attack or something.
Does it have to be from an attack? I could have it.
Don't want to read it from your hand. That's why I read it.
As a result of an attack, spell, ability, or dice power, yeah.
Yeah, so you inflicting... at first I was like, oh, is he going to take 3 and just kill me off of his own damage?
Yeah, and then am I going first?
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily it would not have mattered anyway. So I think what I was looking at is ideally get 2 damage, but that was never going to happen with your frogs. I got one of your die.
What am I even missing? Probably a snake.
It ended up over there.
Yeah, it's one of these.
Yeah, so I was looking at, I just needed to get 1 damage in, take you to 19, and then I needed to roll a power symbol here, because then I can just side action, get fire archer, play it, and win.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my line that whole time. But without that, there's nothing to do here. You can win 1,000 different ways.
Yeah.
But if you have, because I can meditate up to go get it, but then I have to wait and you smoke me in the meantime. Yeah. So I thought that was my only out, basically. Yeah. I was trying to do that. I also had a crescendo.
Mm-hmm.
So if you didn't
it's so close, man.
Yeah, so I was thinking
when you played the first one here and then you were getting this, like, I knew you could get the second one. My math got really bizarro.
See,
that's why I like put the snake on this guy too.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Because it was like I can't take any damage, and I knew you could focus me one of my blockers with Echo.
Mm-hmm.
And so but I had the Nature's Wrath, so I didn't want to waste the snake die there.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's interesting for sure. So you're here like this. I thought you frogged this guy, and then I Echo
because I had the snake and the regular.
Uh-huh. And then basically,
and these were long gone.
I would Echo if you kill that guy, which is what I was expecting, which is why the line didn't make sense. So then I Echo here and swing in crescendo, or probably like this.
Yeah.
Swing in crescendo.
You get your
so
one
then
damage.
I get my 1 damage, and then I'm sitting here with some blockers. This blocker, he doesn't do anything, but he's a body. And then my goal is to come in next turn, roll the power die, go get the unit, play it for 1 damage.
Yeah.
That was the only out that I found.
And there was a world there, even without that you could have done enough damage that turn.
Without your frogs.
Yeah. Well, that's where, even without me snaking you, it was like, in my head, I knew you had the other one in hand, which is 2 more damage. Potentially showing. You have the secret unit
if you're not
here.
blocking, yeah.
It's like, so technically, if you like, depending on what you had, I didn't know what you had. I also was terrified of another sympathy pain.
Yeah, that would be good.
At this layer. So it's like, I can't attack you unless I'm killing you.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it's true. It's a true story.
Cards I had for a minute. I had this in hand from like round 2. Explosive growth, 2 status counters, and then you get plus attack equal to the status counters. So there was a moment where there were several moments where if I could get you 1 unit down, I can side action this in, swing with a snake and kill you.
Swing for the money.
And I kept holding it, just waiting. And there's also a moment at the end there, depending on what you had, where double explosive growth onto Gilder.
Yeah, I think you can't double that one.
Why not?
Yeah, discard all the other copies. Does that happen?
I don't think it's the other one that does that. Right?
Discard all the copies of explosive growth.
Oh, okay.
Right there in the lobby.
Gotcha. So I was like, man, I could put one on.
Nick thought about that
like,
one.
It's like +8. Even still, it'd be +4.
It's explosive. Yeah. And those plays are cool. Like explosive growth amplify stuff. You can do that, right?
Yeah, you can amplify it. Yeah.
There's some weird lines in these decks that people are really exploring. Like the stuff I was looking at, which was nuts to me. You saw at the beginning, I exhausted the turtle, and then used Seeds of Aggression on it, and it takes nothing and does 2.
Yep.
But there's also weird stuff like Echo Turtle Guard, Seeds of Aggression, and then it goes away at the end of the round. So you exhaust it temporarily, and then do 2, take nothing, and then swing it back.
That checks out.
You put a Lion Die on it, it can do that for 3. It's like, oh, well, this gets weird.
Yeah.
This gets pretty interesting.
It kind of reminds me of the, what's that card that we love so much that I proxied? What's it called? Oh my goodness. The Crescendo? Like even just Crescendo Frostfang is crazy powerful. Be able to Crescendo without losing something or taking a damage, unreal.
Yeah, it's good.
It's just really little combos like that are crazy good.
All right, let me see what Shuffle Bus is saying here. So let me see if I missed anything. Just curious when we're here. All right, take multiple attacks. Make the monk. Okay, did that. Met up to Divine. Gravity Flex the Gullar. I can't do that in the same turn. So we're already problematic there.
Maybe he's just saying next turn.
Okay, make the monk. See, but every time I place something, you also have removal for anything I'm playing, which is kind of rough.
Yeah, and I had the frog showing.
Clears the Gilder for the second point from the fire turn. You're there. Gravity Flex the Gilder. Force the monk to block. He now doesn't have a blocker, and you have a fresh 1/1. Yeah, you've got a 1/1. But then you just frog my 1/1. I guess that's what I kept seeing was like, I think I can only get 1 no matter what. Because every time you had answers to zeroing the damage out. Even, honestly, you even meditating like a few turns ago and then just putting -1 on the Salamander Monk is way better at that point. Because then I don't have the option to even get the 1/1.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I maybe even do this instead of the Fire Archer. Because then it's like, this unit is now not even cool to clear blockers with and get that 1/1. Yeah, I'd like to see that show, but I'm not following what the line is there, but I'm curious. I think with the Nature's Wrath, it probably didn't matter, whatever the lines were in the end, but...
I also had a Crescendo in hand. Not that it really matters, but just as another ounce of removal somewhere.
I was like, the thing I was really worried about is if I take one of your units off the board, you summon a snake. So no matter what I'm doing, like your snake's coming in if you want to. Oh, is it only one? It's only one. Okay, yeah. So I was missing that.
Yeah, so I was literally like kind of hoping you would get rid of the snake.
Did you have Gilder exhausted as well? Would it already summon that turn?
Yeah, that was like early.
Okay, so you would take the summon, right? That was something I was missing. I was thinking the snake could come back in. Interesting.
Hank Jr., I'm going to answer this before we get out of here saying, is this a complete game, a game you buy sets for or what? So it's kind of like an LCG. They have a course, like a master set. Comes with 6 pre-built decks, 6 Phoenixborn, all the dice, all the tokens. That's where you want to start. And then there's basically, through our PDP system, 2 new expansions coming out every 4-ish months. There's been a lot of delays right now. But each expansion is a pre-built deck with the new Phoenixborn. It doesn't come with any dice, but once you have the dice, every expansion is like a new deck. It's not collectible, so you know exactly what's coming in each release. And then it's like, I think it's $15 a deck, basically, outside the master set. There's some deluxe boxes. There include some other kinds of dice in them. But it's fixed distribution, so you know what you're getting. I think it's, at this point, there's essentially 3-ish years of content out, because of all the expansions and stuff, and it's probably a couple $100 to buy the whole thing. So that's the pace you should expect from a game like this. You don't have to buy the whole thing at all.
I'm trying to think about how that would work, because then we can clear the monk. This becomes this.
Set up a puzzle.
Well, it's a really, now your Gilder is back online. I can side here. You pop one of these units. You probably pop this one. That's fine.
Is he rolling back all the way before I did that?
Maybe. I don't know. Side action there. Huh. That Gilder's out too, though. Huh.
Yeah, so I have 2 blockers, right?
I'll have to rewind it. Rewind it back.
Yeah. That's right, Oxford. I was saying there's also a great online community. So we have a Discord channel. That's a great place to be. There's an Ashes channel there. You can ask a lot of questions. A lot of great people there. And then there's also like it's not official, I don't think. There's like an Ashes Discord as well. A lot of great people in there as well.
All right. Well,
that was an exceptional dance.
Exceedingly good game of Ashes: Rise of the Phoenixborn.
That was definitely the first time, at least that I can remember, where we got to a point, and it was like those chess games where people are making moves and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Like no pieces are being removed.
Yeah.
And it felt like we were there for a while. Like you were doing little plinky damage sometimes.
Yeah.
But no major move. I had that big snake out, and like the wrong piece goes,
it's all around that snake, man.
I win the game, but it kept just not quite lining up. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. 100%. All right, everybody. Well, hey, we're going to get out of here. If it's a little weird, it's because we're testing out this delay, so don't hate us for it. But we will catch us tomorrow. What are you playing tomorrow?
Star Wars CCG. Let's go. Special edition.
Pinnacles of classic old school design. So come check it out. We'd love to have you. And then, of course, we'll be here most Wednesday. I think next Wednesday we're doing Skytear instead.
Yep.
So you can come check that out if you'd rather. Marvel on Monday. And then Fab on Tuesday. And then we're going to be gone for Christmas at some point.
Next Thursday is Thanksgiving, so we won't be streaming for Throwback Thursday.
That's right. Have a great Thanksgiving. Have a great holiday season. I'll keep saying it.
And don't forget, if you want to get the new expansions automatically and the ones that are about to come out, sign up for a subscription. Those are going to be charging soon.
Very soon.
If you want to play in our online Discord league on Wednesday nights, that's also going to be charging soon.
Just join it.
So sign up.
It's so nice. You get good promos. You get to hang out with people. Most of the people in the chat are in the league. Doing a great job.
You want to show that Cole one last time?
Should we show the Cole?
This is one of the promos you get for playing 8 out of the 12 weeks and the upcoming league.
We got Cole.
Shout out to Plaid Hat for helping us make that happen.
Yeah. And you can get this plushie. Go buy one of their organized play kits. Play for it. It's beautiful. All right. Well, hey, we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. It was awkward.